The Aegis Dynamics Sabre is a small stealth fighter, just a little bit bigger than the Talon. It comes with 3 size 1 shields and 4 size 3 hardpoints and can store the doubled amount of missiles. The turn rates aren't too great. On paper this all sounds great, but the real question is, will it shred? So come on and let's find out together. This thing comes with a lot of missiles. I actually changed all missiles to Dominator 2, so we got 8 of that. I went shields pure palisade to make it as tanky as possible, and weapons wise I went with mixed loadout of Gatlings and XJ2 repeaters. First things I noticed was setting those screens up takes quite a while because none of the screens are where I want them. As you can see, this is double the speed, so it takes quite time until we get ready. But now, let's get into the fighting. Here comes the first fight against the Talon. As you can see, I shot a missile in the beginning, just because I know with this loadout range is what helps us. He is flying double attrition, so I try to keep him at bay because our weapons just have better range, and I try to take this as an advantage. As you can see in the bottom right corner, my shields are clocked all the way to the front because I want to be as tanky as possible, and my main goal was to keep my opponent at all times in front of me, which already works pretty well. As you can see, our shields are nearly not damaged really. We started with 350 and his shields are already gone. So this can definitely work. As you can see in the top right corner, I have to aim a lot harder than I would do with the Talon. That's because of the slow turning rates of the Sabre. The fight takes quite a while after I broke his shield, because I really can't make every shot count, but it definitely works, and he is now really fighting for survival while my shields are still quite well, so I can take it easy and slow, focus on aiming. I don't try to be evasive because it doesn't work in this ship. You have to tank it out. And there he goes. Next up we got an arrow. This shouldn't take too long. I start off with the same maneuver, a missile to just keep my opponent busy so I can focus more on aiming. He just has 1 size 1 shield, I have 3. Do the math, it really shouldn't take too long. Plus I got 1 gun more than him, and that's already end of the story. He's really trying, but his shields are down. There's no way he can recover from that. I got such good aim on him there, and there he goes. Good night. Here we got the Talon again, same maneuver. I know how you guys feel about missiles, but I personally think they just add so much more variety and strategy to the game. And especially in Battle Royale, I really don't care about it. It's a different thing in a dogfighting, duel situation, or even in tournaments. But in regular Battle Royale, I really don't have a problem using them, especially since I like them just to distract my enemy. The fight's been going on here quite well. You see my ship was already damaged when I entered the battle. It's now quite damaged, but once again his shields are gone. My shields are still almost full. I can really relax and just focus on aim, and that's what I'm doing here. You can see that I'm really not trying to be evasive at all. All I'm trying to do is just keep my opponent in front of me, and that does the trick fairly well here. Here we go into a fight with a Banu defender. I actually just recognized it's a defender mid-fight. The problem we have here is the defender has bigger shields than us and the same amount of weapons, so this can be a pretty tricky fight. And to compensate his advantage of the shields, I actually tried to use more missiles, because that's an advantage we got. We got double the amount of missiles the Banu has. And I'm always playing this little mind tricks, and it actually worked out pretty well here. After the fight we are totally drained of the shields. We tried to go for another one, but that Talon was just too strong for us there, and we go down. After that fight I wanted to test the skill of the pilot who took us down, because not every Talon pilot is the same. As you can see, our ship is already quite damaged here. but we still got full shields, so I just went for it to check him out. What made me quite curious is that none of those Talon pilots really tried to overshoot me, or I defended quite well against it, and that's how I triumph most of the time here. Next up is a fight against Captain Prof. I was really looking forward to this. He switched to a Talon this time, and I know he's a very good pilot in the Talon, so that was definitely a fight I was really looking forward to. Same procedure as before. I think I just have 2 clicks to the front this time. I still just focus on being on my target and completely ignore being evasive. And here we go, it actually works. We broke his shield. Unfortunately, somebody of the outside actually took us down in this fight with a missile. I wasn't really happy about it, to be honest, because I really wanted to finish this fight. And there we go, Johnson Hart got us. Here's an arrow again. This one is actually quite a missile battle, to be honest. I don't know why my cockpit was bugged in the first part of the video, it just was. But now it works fine again. So we can put a lot of pressure on him. He comes once more and actually shoots 4 missiles at us, I think. He really tried to go with the missile gameplay here, so we gladly return the favor to him. His missiles we were able to dodge, but he's not that lucky with ours. This is already the last demonstration fight. As you can see, it's a lot of the same names coming up here in this video, because in Arena Commander there was just not too much going on, so I apologize for that. And I wish I could have fought a Vanguard as well. I maybe will do that anytime soon, just to showcase you and tell you about my impressions. But overall, I'm really pleased on how the Sabre behaved. I wouldn't have expected it to be that viable. And I personally will definitely use that thing more often, because it's quite fun. And especially in the verse, if you're not alone, I can imagine this ship being quite a force to reckon with, especially if you got lighter fighters like Talon and Aorus distracting your targets as well. This is just a beast, to be honest. So, what's my final conclusion? It can shred. If you liked this video, please leave me a thumbs up, and if you want me to check out other ships, let me know which one I should test next in the comments down below. Thank you very much, and see you in the verse.